Dogs are talking to us all the time, not with words, of course, but with their eyes, their ears, their tails, and even their yawns. The problem is, most dog owners miss these genius signals completely, and that's not just a cute idea, it's backed by science. Dogs have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, developing a rich, silent language that's surprisingly sophisticated. But unless you know what to look for, you might be ignoring your dog's way of saying, I love you, I'm stressed, or even back off. In this video, we're diving deep into 12 genius ways dogs communicate that most owners completely miss. These aren't your basic tail wags or barks. These are subtle, powerful signals that reveal what your dog is really thinking. And once you learn them, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood gestures in the dog world. 1. The dramatic sigh. Not just a mood. You've probably seen it. Your dog flops down on the floor, lets out a long, theatrical sigh, and stares off into the distance like a tiny philosopher. Most people laugh it off or think their dog is just being dramatic. But here's the truth. That sigh is a message. According to veterinary behaviorists, sighing can mean a few things. If your dog is relaxed and comfortable, it's a sign of contentment. They've found their cozy spot and they're happy. But if the sigh comes with a side of boredom or restlessness, it could mean your dog is feeling ignored or even anxious. Some dogs learn that sighing gets attention. If you've ever pet your dog after a sigh, they might start using it as a gentle nudge, like, hey, remember me? It's a passive way of asking for love without barking or whining, and compared to chewing your shoes or barking at the wall, it's a pretty polite request. 2. The whale eye. A silent warning. This one's easy to miss, but it's one of the most important signals your dog can give. The whale eye happens when your dog turns their head away but keeps their eyes locked on something, showing the whites of their eyes. It looks a bit like a side eye, and it's often mistaken for a funny or quirky look. But it's not funny, it's serious. Behaviorists say the whale eye is a sign of discomfort or stress. Your dog is saying, I don't like this, but I'm trying to stay calm. You'll often see it when a dog is being hugged too tightly, approached by a stranger, or forced into a situation they're unsure about. Ignoring the whale eye can lead to trouble. It's a warning before escalation. If your dog feels trapped or overwhelmed, they might growl or snap next. But if you recognize the whale eye and give them space, you're respecting their boundaries, and that builds trust. 3. The slow blink. A love letter in silence. Cats are famous for slow blinking, but dogs do it too, and it's just as meaningful. When your dog looks at you and slowly blinks, they're sending a message. I trust you. This behavior is linked to relaxation and bonding. It's a sign that your dog feels safe in your presence. And here's the cool part. If you slow blink back, your dog might return the gesture. It's like a silent conversation, a way to deepen your connection without saying a word. Think of it as a love letter, written in eye contact. It's subtle, easy to miss, but incredibly powerful. And once you start noticing it, you'll see it more often, especially during quiet moments when your dog is feeling calm and close to you. 4. The play bow. More than just play. You've seen it before. Your dog lowers their front leg, sticks their butt in the air, and wags their tail like crazy. It's the classic play bow. And yes, it usually means let's play, but there's more to it than that. Dog behaviorists have discovered that the play bow comes in different styles, each with its own meaning. A quick dip and bounce, that's pure excitement. But a slow, frozen bow might mean your dog is unsure or testing the waters. They're saying, I want to play, maybe? Are you safe? Dogs use the play bow to signal friendly intentions. It's their way of saying, I'm not a threat. In dog parks, it helps avoid misunderstandings. At home, it's a way to invite you into their world. And if you respond with playful energy, you're speaking their language. 5. Lip licking. Stress in disguise. Here's a behavior that's often misunderstood: lip licking. If your dog licks their lips when there's no food around, it's not about hunger, it's about stress. This subtle gesture is a calming signal, a way for dogs to soothe themselves in tense situations. You might see it at the vet's office during loud noises or when a stranger approaches. It's like a pressure release valve, helping your dog stay composed. Some dogs lick their lips when they're confused or unsure. If you're training and your dog starts licking, it might mean they're overwhelmed. That's your cue to slow down, simplify the task, or offer reassurance. Lip licking is easy to miss. But once you know what it means, you'll start seeing it everywhere. And responding with empathy can make a huge difference in your dog's emotional well-being. 6. The gentle nibble. A puppy's love. Ever had your dog gently nibble your hand with their front teeth? It's not a bite. It's affection. This behavior, sometimes called corn cobbing, is a throwback to puppyhood. Puppies nibble each other during play and grooming. It's a bonding behavior, a way to show love and connection. When your adult dog does it to you, they're treating you like family. They're saying, "You're part of my pack." It's playful, gentle, and full of emotion. And while it might tickle or feel weird, it's actually a huge compliment. Your dog sees you as someone they trust deeply, so next time it happens, smile and maybe nibble back. Just kidding. 7. The yawn. Not just sleepy. Yawning isn't just about being tired. In dogs, it's a social signal. When a dog yawns in a tense situation, they're trying to calm things down. It's a way to say, "Let's chill." Research shows dogs can catch human yawns, which suggests a high level of emotional intelligence. They're tuned into our moods, and they use yawning to mirror or diffuse tension. If you're stressed and your dog yawns, they might be trying to help you relax. Yawning also shows up during training or new experiences. It's a sign your dog is processing information or feeling uncertain. It's not a bad thing, it's just part of their emotional toolkit. So next time your dog yawns, don't assume they're bored. They might be trying to tell you something important. 8. Tail position. The emotional compass. Most people think a wagging tail means a happy dog, but that's only part of the story. The position of the tail, high, low, stiff, loose, tells you far more than the wag itself. A high tail, especially if it's stiff, can signal alertness or dominance. Your dog might be sizing up a situation or asserting control. A low tail tucked between the legs is a classic sign of fear or submission. But here's the twist. Some dogs wag their tails while scared. It's a nervous wag, not a joyful one. The tail is like an emotional compass. It points to your dog's inner state. And if you learn to read it, you'll know when your dog is confident, anxious, curious, or even conflicted. It's not just about movement, it's about posture, tension, and context. 9. Ear language. The radar of emotion. Dog ears are more than just cute. They're expressive tools. Whether floppy or pointy, ears move in response to emotion. Forward-facing ears often mean interest or excitement. Pinned-back ears can signal fear, submission, or even guilt. But here's where it gets genius. Dogs use ear movement to manage social interactions. In multi-dog households, a dog might pin their ears back to show deference. In training sessions, a dog with twitching ears might be trying to focus or process commands. Some dogs even use one ear more than the other, like emotional asymmetry. It's subtle, but it shows how tuned they are to their environment. Watching your dog's ears is like watching their thoughts unfold in real time. 10. Paw lifts. A gesture of hesitation or hope. When a dog lifts one paw and holds it midair, it's not random. It's a signal. In hunting breeds, it's called pointing, a way to indicate prey. But in everyday dogs, a paw lift can mean uncertainty, anticipation, or even a polite request. If your dog lifts a paw while looking at you, they might be asking for attention or trying to decide what to do next. It's a moment of hesitation, a pause in their decision making, and if you respond with encouragement, they'll often move forward with confidence. Paw lifts also show up in training. A dog might lift a paw when they're unsure about a command. It's a way of saying, I'm trying to understand. Recognizing this gesture helps you adjust your approach and build confidence. 11. Shadowing, the silent protector. Some dogs follow their owners from room to room, like furry shadows. It's sweet, but it's also communication. Shadowing is a sign of attachment, but it can also reveal anxiety or a need for reassurance. Dogs are pack animals. Being close to their human is comforting, but if your dog can't relax unless they're touching you, they might be struggling with separation anxiety. It's not just clinginess, it's a cry for emotional stability. On the flip side, some dogs shadow their owners as a protective instinct. They're not just following, they're guarding. You'll notice this if your dog positions itself between you and a stranger or watches the door while you sleep. It's loyalty in motion. 12. Sniffing. The invisible conversation. Sniffing isn't just about smells, it's about stories. Dogs gather information through scent, and they use sniffing to communicate with other dogs and even with humans. When your dog sniffs another dog's rear, they're reading a biological profile: age, sex, mood, health. It's like scanning a social media bio. But dogs also sniff humans to check emotional states. Studies show dogs can detect stress, fear, and even illness through scent. Sniffing is also a calming behavior. When a dog feels overwhelmed, they might sniff the ground to self-soothe. It's a way to disengage from tension and reset their mood. So next time your dog sniffs obsessively, don't rush them. They're decoding the world and maybe even your feelings. By learning these subtle signs, you're stepping into your dog's world. You're becoming bilingual in dog. And that changes everything from training to trust to the joy of everyday life. So the next time your dog sighs, blinks, or gives you that side eye paying attention, they're talking to you. And now you know how to listen. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with a fellow dog lover. And if you want more deep dives into the secret lives of pets, subscribe and turn on notifications. Your dog will thank you.